Hi, welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we're going to do a reading about somebody who is trying to pretend that they're just fine without you, but it's not going so great. We've got I don't react when people mention you, and I want to be more than friends. So, hello there, Miss Cherry B. I feel like there's kind of an underlying energy here of somebody knowing that you are maybe a bit of a hot commodity. Maybe they feel like it's weakness to admit that they have a thing for you or that they actually have emotions. All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Oh, that was just a little one. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It is a little bit stormy outside, so it's making me feel like we've got a lot of change happening. Maybe people moving away from unhealthy relationships or moving towards healthier relationships, taking time for themselves. We'll dive in and see what is really going on. All right, we're going to start with the Tattoo Tarot. Mm, I love that song. It's like I think it's because it builds, you have to like wait for that word sweet to get finished. What do we have today? We have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Cups. This is the one that got away. If there was a combo in ever, of tarot cards that would say that was the one that got away, it is the biggest loss pertaining to the Ace of Cups. Somebody knows now that they can't find somebody to replace you, that you are one of a kind, and they're either going to have to live with that or they're going to have to speak up and admit that this is how they feel, that they can't get over you, right? And there's some sort of like added frustration here because this person who feels like you're the one that got away is for some reason thinking that you don't have the same kind of pain or heartache that they do. There could be something about you kind of glowing up, being maybe single and on your own, and looking like you're happy. Because with the Three of Swords in the reverse, this is indicating you've healed from whatever the heartache is. And when you add the Devil in the reverse right next to it, that's like saying, I'm not codependent. I don't need someone in my life to be happy. I can move past whatever difficult situation this was for me and find a way to giggle and laugh and maybe even love again. So somebody has seen almost like the opposite of what they thought would happen, right? This feels like somebody who is confident they could walk away from the situation and learn to stop thinking about the person they were in love with, and that the person that was, the object of their affection would maybe be a little bit hung up on them. But the opposite has happened, and I feel like now they're realizing they have to make a choice. We have the Ace of Swords and the Emperor in the reverse. This person knows they're in love with you, and that if they don't speak up or if they don't tell you the truth, they know they're going to lose you for good. So we may have some sense here of like a talk, a clock ticking, like, good old hourglass here. Oh God, the sands of time. Somebody knows they have to make a move, or they'll probably end up watching somebody else be happy with you. Feels like we kind of need the situations deck on this. Let's see what else we get. Realization pop up. This person knows without a shadow of a doubt that they are head over heels in love and that they cannot fight this feeling. I can't fight this feeling. There's kind of the beginning of an idea for this person that really what they want is to see you like face to face and to tell you how they feel. I think there's a concern that if they don't tell you face to face, that you might laugh it off or not respond. And they want to know how you actually feel, right? They want to see the reaction. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. You're so funny, Christine. Hi, King Pirate. How's it going? We've got family coming out, and this came out in the last reading, so this could be slightly related for you guys. No pun intended, right? Related in family. We've got, I think, somebody who wants to make a proposal at some point, but wants to know how the other person feels about them before they go a little bit crazy, right? This person feels like you're soulmates or you're meant to be together, but they're worried that you haven't been, how do I say this? They're worried because some kind of word has gotten back to them that you are not in this despondent, desperate, depressed kind of situation like they are. There's something about you being able to be yourself, not triggered or not threatened by the outcome. So, this is that like Queen of Wands energy that you guys hear me talk about every now and then in terms of like, whatever is meant for me will be for me. And I'm not going to like spend hours and days and weeks fretting over what happens because I know if I lose one thing, something better is waiting for me down the road. But someone wants to tell you that they have freed themselves from their, I wanted to say gilded cage. So they may have been in a relationship that was built off of money or, kind of a transactional relationship, somebody that maybe felt like they had to take care of one person or that they enjoyed being taken care of by their spouse. But it was a sense of feeling trapped by this person. So there's been, I think, a change in relationship status, probably for a masculine, but it doesn't have to be. This single card, though, is underneath the Emperor in the reverse. So for many of you, this would be a masculine energy feeling as if they have lost the, great love of their life by not speaking up, by not being honest about how they felt or what they wanted. So again, this could be related to that earlier reading I did today. Otherwise, we just have a few iterations of, kind of a similar story of feeling like you've lost somebody that is important to you, right? Hooked on a Feeling. Yes, this is such a good song. It's the one that starts with like unga chaka, unga chaka, unga chaka. I'm not doing that next part though. All right, let's see what else we find out. Justice in the reverse. Judgment, Seven of Swords. That's in tarot, that's how you spell guilt. We've got somebody realizing that, because remember, we have the realization card, realizing that they have not just done something wrong in terms of how they've treated another person, but also how they treated themselves. Because when you deny yourself the great love of your life, it isn't just the person that you decide not to be with who might be, a little bit upset about it. Sometimes it takes a while for that person to realize I've given away the opportunity that I had at true happiness by focusing on the wrong things in my life. So there's somebody who is still trying to kind of determine how they should handle the fact that they walked down the wrong path, right? Thank you, Christina. Yeah, I imagine the storm outside is making it a little bit difficult for my internet company to hold on. You guys, what is it about today? I just want to like break out into song for every little situation. I apologize in advance. We have the wounded warrior. This is somebody who has defended a way of life, a marriage, perhaps, a relationship, defended being unhappy in their life because they were under an illusion that they now see through. This feels like somebody who is waking up, excusing themselves from the matrix, not wanting to let what is expected of them dictate how they live their life. So we do have 3 sevens. The 7 of swords, 7 of cups, and 7 of wands. 7 of cups and 7 of wands both being in the reverse. So you may be seeing a lot of sevens, but mostly what I see with that is that there is some level of protection here. And I think it's specifically the person who was rejected, who has started to heal or is healed from the situation, but could also just be a protection over the relationship itself. Something divine about this is going to bring the two people back together. Even though there are people who don't want this to happen, even though there are people doing things to make sure this offer of love does not reach its intended target. And with temperance in the reverse, this feels to me like something that's being done by perhaps the ex that has been left because somebody has ended a relationship. There is also a potential for this Knight of Cups in the reverse to be kind of a summation or like a reference to the masculine's like mood right now, feeling upset or angry at himself for how he made a mess of this situation. We have the 6 of Cups and the Empress. The Empress is coming out sideways, so I feel like there is somebody from this masculine's past that he had kind of given that title to, or perhaps looked at as his soulmate, his, end all be all. And now we have kind of a rewriting of the story. This masculine energy is realizing that maybe he settled a little bit too soon. You guys are fun. So it's like the real Empress has entered the chat. And now this masculine energy sees that there is someone who really does align with who he is, and that it can't be hidden. It can't be walked away from. Because this masculine energy was defending something that they didn't care about as much as they thought they should. They were trying to walk away from the feelings they had, and they walk right into the judgment card. Like a slap across the face, like, hey, what are you doing, dummy? That's like your destiny over there. And I don't like to like frame it like that because I don't think that there's just one person out there for each of us that is like the perfect person and you should do everything you can to be with that person. But there's something that this masculine energy has seen in this Empress that makes it very obvious to him that it's not an energy he can find easily. You can't duplicate this, right? Yes, it is for sure. All right, we have Knight of Pentacles. I think it was in the reverse. There was an attempt to not express how this person feels, this divine masculine. And realizes now that all he did was delay it. Because at the end of the day, we've got somebody who has gained in strength after having a major loss. This is somebody who's been through a dark night of the soul, an ego death, something that made this person really dig deep and figure out, okay, I've been doing this wrong. What do I need to do to live a better life? And the answer was, you have to lose what you were afraid to lose in order so that you may gain what you are meant to gain. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody knows that once they stand up for what they actually care about and they demonstrate that they have the courage to do so, this Wheel of Fortune will change. Otherwise, they were stuck in the same spot. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. They were defending a marriage that did not deserve to be defended, or a relationship, possibly even a family tie. But we've got the Emperor and the Magician in the reverse. This is somebody standing up to, the court of public opinion or the opinion of your mama. There's somebody standing in their power, feeling like they finally have the courage to go for what they actually want, which is why we have somebody who is, defending something that shouldn't be defended, not single, becoming single after they tell the truth. And now this cup of love that they may have extended to somebody else, they have retracted. They know that they are now comfortable extending this love offer to who they really want because they've identified this other person as not the right fit for them, somebody who's controlling or tried to manipulate the situation. I feel like this person has dealt with a dishonest partner, and that made it easier for them to kind of forgive themselves that they were going to walk away from this relationship. We're going to use the classic Lenormand, the golden Lenormand. Yeah, there's definitely some overlap between the earlier message and this one. With the birds or the owls coming out, there's communication here. And I feel like the difference is the last reading was more of a kind of like chatter or gossip going around. This feels to me like communication between the two individuals. Hey, are you single? Hey, do you want to not be? Is kind of what I'm getting from that, especially because we've got 12 and 25. That's almost, it's just a little bit more than double, which makes me think of um, the sum of two parts being, what is it? You guys help me out here. Greater than the sum of two parts. Like when you're together, you're not just double, you're actually more. Like you help make each other better. Sorry, I totally just like stumbled through that shit. We have the lily and the fox. You guys, I think this is somebody moving in silence towards a new beginning, communicating what they really want, but not wanting to announce it to the world quite yet, wanting to enjoy this newfound, love in a little bit of a cocoon. So you may, end up going on like a little trip or having a staycation or doing something a little bit out of your character to spend time together. Now we have the bear coming out. This also came out earlier. Hello there. I'm nervous I'm going to say it wrong. Is it Prothmish? Welcome, welcome. Ah, secrets. When we have the book, this can definitely signify, knowledge, but for me, it often is secrets, especially when we have the fox out here. Now, I'm not really getting a bad vibe from the fox because all of these other cards have good energy, which kind of tips the scale, right? So I feel like we've got somebody who is sneaking towards a new beginnings, like craftily finding their way to this person to say, hey, I have like a serious love for you, and I didn't tell you ever, but like kind of obsessed. And it won't be going anywhere. So I want to actually pursue this. I can't sit here and like daydream about it anymore, you know? Mm. All right, we're going to go with the Gypsy Oracle and get some additional information for you here. Tell me about the Temperance in the reverse, please. Letter in the reverse. Somebody found imbalance when they were unable to communicate with their loved one. So this love interest. Yeah, might as well include that with it. So we have letter and love in the reverse and despair in the upright. So going no contact or no communication was actually really difficult for this masculine energy. There was a sense here that they expected it to be difficult, but not this bad, right? There was a void. We have foe in the reverse. This person has realized that they were cutting someone out of their life for the wrong reasons, and that this was somebody that they should have treasured instead of viewing as an enemy. We have young woman, so I do feel like there's some sort of an age difference here. Now, of course, there's always an age difference if you're not like the same age, right? This feels to me like one person feels a little bit uncomfortable, like with the differences between the two of you, maturity wise or actual age. And that may be something that other people bring up. Tell me more about the fox, please. Oh, the fox is a sweetheart. Confirmation that this is a good kind of sneaky, right? We have friend in the reverse. And normally I would see this as somebody who wants to be, shady. But what do we have? I want to be more than friends. We've been friends, but that's not enough for me anymore. I want more. And what is she holding? The exact same flowers that the fox is going after. So somebody knows that there is peace and tranquility if you were to be in a relationship with this person they're in love with, and they want that. They want it to be a reality. We're going to use the Everyday Tarot to get some additional info for you guys. Three of Cups in the reverse and the Sun in the reverse. There was an effort to stop a reunion or stop someone from actually celebrating how they feel about their love interest. But with the Sun in the reverse, this was too heavy for someone to maintain. Even if it doesn't end the way they want, this masculine knows they have to make their offer of love in order to move forward. This Seven of Cups is indicating this person knows that their Empress has more than one person interested in them. But with the Devil in the reverse, they have finally let go of whatever insecurity or fears that were basically holding them back from doing what they wanted to do. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse. So we have someone here who has felt, again, a significant loss because they don't feel like they can communicate with the person that they love the way that they want to. Somebody wants to be able to Netflix and chill and make you breakfast and go on vacations with you instead of having this no contact situation or low contact situation. Tell me about the Threatened in the reverse card. Four of Swords, indicating we have somebody here who has taken some time to reevaluate, have a little bit of introspection, and figure out why this loss has made them feel a lack of stability. Because when we have the Temperance in the upright, this is somebody who has been able to figure out how to make things balance out, right? But it took a little bit of time. It took a little bit of blocking other influences out. And this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, I think, is the outcome. Somebody saying, I can't extend my love to the situation where I feel no love. Like, and maybe you did feel some love, right? But there was some sense here that moving forward in this relationship is inauthentic. It doesn't line up with how I truly feel. I need to go this direction instead. Tell me about the ring, please. Three of Wands. Someone's taking action on plans they've made. This may be like something they've fantasized about for a long time. The number three, I think, could be pretty relevant to you, as these are both threes coming out at the same time. So Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Somebody wants to take action towards a collaboration that they've been desiring. A partnership, right? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, because they feel the loss is too great without this person. Queen of Wands. There's a magnetic pull to you, but they also know, again, that there are other people that are into you. Tell me about the Empress, please. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Moon. Okay, so this is hinting that our Empress is maybe just a little bit better with her poker face. I think there's also been a sense of missing the masculine energy, but she is more adept at putting on a happy face, more adept at finding a way to heal from a situation. So it wasn't as easy as the masculine believes it was for this Empress to move on or move forward or heal, but she did do it, you know? Maybe she whined about it, but she did it. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse, and now there's a sense of inner conflict here for this Empress. Not really sure if there is another feminine in the picture still with the Empress in the reverse. So I think what's really important to this Empress is knowing that this masculine isn't trying to hide another relationship and is really desiring, one-on-one time, right? Something real. Tell me about the Judgment card, please. Six of Wands. Whatever this masculine energy is deciding to do, there is definitely a little bit of wavering confidence, but they will be successful here. Now, for some of you, that might mean successful in finding a happier life. And for some of you, that might mean making a life with this Empress. It depends on how you approach, right? What is your game? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, another seven. I think we've got something here about someone realizing that the most important thing is to be honest, because with the King of Swords in the reverse accompanying the Seven of Pentacles, this is like, you don't want to do all of this effort and have nothing to show for it because you were not your true self. So someone knows that this Queen of Wands or Empress is expecting a partner that lives an authentic life and is very honest, like this Empress is. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands, please. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse. This is like, I don't want you to leave, but the masculine almost feels like he can't ask this feminine energy to stay. Like there's definitely a little bit of a concern here in terms of how the Empress views this masculine energy. And that's making this masculine maybe take a little bit longer having this conversation than he should. And I don't think spirit wants this masculine to take his sweet time. I think this masculine needs to hurry up. Don't want to tell you how to live your life, but yeah, you might lose something. We have the Seven of Swords. Definitely think 7 is an important number for you guys. And then we saw the Strength card. Okay, so we've got somebody here who, again, I feel like is trying to move in silence because it isn't anybody else's business, right? Tell me about the Devil in the reverse, please. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody who was unwilling to let people in or truly connect emotionally with somebody has let go of that need to control the situation and wall oneself off. They realize that doing so was only creating a lonely life or one that could not be fruitful. And with the 3 of Wands, they've decided to take action towards a different way of living. This is ego death. Somebody seeing that they were limiting themselves. Tell me about the pop-up, please. We have a visit that is going to change everything. A conversation that is going to change everything. A lot of people see the Tower as a bad thing. I love to see the Tower because it means people are doing something wild and crazy. They're shaking up their life, and generally, it's for the best. We got the Devil here. Why is the Devil here? 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this is saying somebody is obsessed with how they treated the Empress and they know that it was unfair. But I want to make sure that's right. Why is the Devil here? High Priestess. 2 of Cups. Yeah. Somebody knows and can't stop thinking about the fact that they did a High Priestess wrong or an Empress wrong, and that until they are honest about the love that they have for this person, they know they're going to continue to have a rough go of it. That they're basically going through, living on the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune because they were not willing to make changes to live a more authentic life, which is the goal, right? Hi there, Glenn. Welcome, welcome. Chariot is apparently the card of the year 2023. So moving forward is what we are all encouraged to do. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to my moderators. Love you guys. Love you all. Have a good one.